I'm Brittany. This is Tom, my husband, and we have a daughter, Louise, who is 2. She loves to sing and dance and draw and paint. So pretty much anything that is artistic, she really enjoys doing. It's really inspiring to see her in this way, how vivacious she is. We weren't sure if that was going to be a part of who she is.
I think it makes us appreciate it a lot more, just these like little things she learns how to do and these little silly things she does. She was a pretty typical infant. It got to be when she was due to hit her kind of growth milestones in terms of her motor skills. We started to notice she wasn't doing those kind of at the same rate her peers were. She was genetically tested and it came back that she had a variant in her CACNA1A gene.
First, you start with the worry of what does that mean? What does it look like? How is she going to be okay? And then you learn a little bit more and you say, well, how do I make her okay? What do I need to provide for her to make her okay? And so that's where ECI came in to help us sort of organize the chaos.
Louise was fairly young when we first met her, and the family had just received the diagnosis. We did an overall developmental test to see where she was to determine eligibility. And so there was just a lot of areas that we were concerned with. You know, you're handed this diagnosis and that is really hard. I also think there was some relief to know that ECI was there, we were coming in, and that we would be a team and we would start this journey together. We started her with a walker, and that's one thing that's really good with ECI is we bring in that equipment into the home, and because we want the child to be successful in their natural environment.
Even a year ago, I remember we were walking through the park in our neighborhood, and her goal at that time with her PT was to be able to walk just 50 feet in the grass without falling. And I was, seeing other 1-year-olds just sprinting through the grass.
Yeah, climbing up
the playground steps. And Louise wasn't able to do that yet. And now she is dancing in her school performance. She's running through the grass.
And climbing up the playground.
And she's climbing up the playground.
We talk with early childhood intervention programs across the state who are stretched beyond capacity to understand their needs and challenges. Last session, we successfully led the fight against proposed budget cuts to these services. Our wish is for Louise to keep on making great progress, and for all children who need early childhood intervention services to continue to get the support that they need, so they too can get on a good developmental track, succeed in school, and have fulfilling futures.
We're so grateful for programs like Texans Care for Children. I didn't realize that programs like this existed that really advocate for kids like mine, whose lives would be so different if they didn't have ECI. And so having an organization that will lobby for and stand up for kids like mine is important as a parent for me to know, and it also makes me feel just so grateful that there are groups and organizations who want to make sure that our kids have the best potential.